Hey, Pain Stream, how you doing? I hope you're having a great day. I am. It's getting a little warm in this closet, but that's okay. It's kind of funny. I'll enjoy looking back on these and be like, "What? Remember when I did that?" Hopefully, most of us will be able to look back on this time, this crazy pandemic time, and think, "Oh, remember that? Remember yeah, there were awful things, but remember how close we got, and remember those silly games we played, and remember all these, remember we made these crafts and we bonded and we cooked together and all that fun stuff." Hopefully. So we'll start out with Tasha Silver again, Outrageous Openness. And on page 104, she quotes, I'm not sure which one I wanted to share, but I'll share them both in. So this is Hafiz, Hafiz, run, my dear, from anyone and anything that does not strengthen your precious budding wings. Truth. Tell that to your girlfriends who are in less than ideal relationships. They won't listen to you anyway, but, it can't hurt. Well, it could hurt your relationship. They can get mad, but, sometimes you have to do things, especially if you love someone, that makes them mad at you. Because who else is going to do that? Set your life on fire. Seek those who fan your flame. Ooh, Mevlana Rumi. Mevlana Rumi, Rumi. Set your life on fire. Seek those who fan your flame. That's gorgeous. I love that. Set it on fire. Pain, thrash on the rocks. Rise, baby, rise. Do not rebuke a mocker, or he will hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. Bing, bing. What was I just saying? Oh, my God. Instruct a wise man, and he will be wiser still. Teach a righteous man, and he will add to his learnings. Proverbs 9:8-9. So, I know that I've sometimes you try to give advice to people that you care about and they get mad at you. It's the wise one who appreciates that even though some feedback might be hurtful for them to hear, it's meant out of love and to make them better. And I've done the same thing. It's hard to hear painful feedback, but how else can you know that? Can you grow unless you know things that you need to fix? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Proverbs 9:10. Without an enemy, one cannot learn patience and tolerance. In this way, the enemy is a spiritual teacher. The Dalai Lama said that. Without an enemy, one cannot learn patience and tolerance. In that way, the enemy is a spiritual teacher. So that could go for a person, right, who has enemies anymore. People do, I guess, but that's weird. But, what could be an addiction could be the enemy and the spiritual teacher. A bad kid, right? Or a sibling that you fight with all the time. Or someone at work that's trying to sabotage you, right? It's not pleasant, but that person could be your spiritual teacher. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself. Luke 10:27. Let me repeat that for all of you who need to hear it. I don't think if you're listening to this, I don't think you need to hear it, but a lot of the country does. Love the Lord your God with all your heart. And love your neighbor as yourself. That doesn't mean your neighbor, like only the person that lives next door to you. That means like all other humans, duh. Wherever your treasure is, there your heart and thoughts will also be. Luke 12:34. Wherever your treasure is, there your heart and thoughts will be. So Decide where your treasure is. Where is it? Where has it been in your life? Think about that. Is it in the right place? You will reap what you sow, later than you sow, and greater than you sow. That's Andy Stanley. That was Charles Stanley's son. He's the lead pastor at, I think, North Point Baptist. You will reap what you sow, later than you sow, and greater than you sow. Truth. Lesson 122, freedom. Freedom, your name is love. Love, make me your slave. Slavery to you is the door into the garden. My door into eternity is exactly the shape I make when I walk forward, headless on my knees. Wow. Jalal-ud-Din Rumi by Andrew Harvey, A Year of Rumi. So beautiful. If you want to know what God wants you to do, ask him, and he will gladly tell you. He will not resent your asking. James 1:5. Just ask him. He'll tell you. He will tell you, but the key is you have to listen for the answer. Listening is meditation. Prayer is asking. Meditation is listening. Are you listening? I meditate. It's still hard to hear the answers. But gotta keep going. Gotta try. All right. Peace out.